Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a LEGO Marvel Superhero set review. Today we are looking at the brand new Infinity Saga set, the Avengers Endgame Final Battle. And this is set number 76192 and will be retailing for $69.99 USD or $99.99 Canadian beginning on August the 1st here in North America, but for the rest of the world this set is already available. And I actually had this imported from a Bricklink store that you could find linked down below in the description. And I think that this is probably a lot of people's most hyped up set. And I think that the price for this is phenomenal for what you are getting. The amount of figures and characters that you're getting in here, while I may not like their choices particularly, I think that the fact that you're getting all of them in this new set, as well as a new big figure and a ton of different recolors and things like that, I think it's really, really great for what you are getting. And some things I never thought that we would ever get. So anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's take a closer look at this set. So here is the Avengers Compound, and I think that this looks really great. We will do a comparison once all the reviews and everything of this time of year is finished of this compound versus the other compound build from the original Endgame wave of sets. But I think that this is really neat. You've got a huge chunk of the building here that has fallen off to the side with an amazing Avengers logo sticker there with a bunch of cracks on it. But even just the design of this, I never really realized how much it reminds me of Iron Man's Malibu Mansion. Like, it just really gives me that sort of vibe with the window sticking out there. But looking at it from the side, I just love how that looks, and the way that they built that is just so modern and unique. I really appreciate that. I love that there's a sticker on the outside here for a little spot for you to scan your fingerprint, and I think that even just the fact that like the glass is in the foggy sort of gray glass color, I think looks really cool. To the left here, you do have this little spinning turret, which I guess you could shoot up at the Sanctuary 2 or anything else that Thanos throws at the Avengers. And I think that it's pretty cool, especially with the fact that we are getting the Sanctuary 2 and that can shoot down at the compound. So you can shoot back up at it, you could shoot down. I think that that's really, really cool. So this is actually removable, and you can pull it apart here and you could swap it out onto the other side of the compound, but that's really neat, and it kind of just makes me want to get multiple compounds so that not only can I build up more layers, but just the fact that I would be able to kind of expand it and have it branching off here to the side. But there's a couple of different stickers and things like that on this cannon. If you don't know how these work, you push this bright red piece here in the back and you can launch it really quickly. It's really powerful like the old missiles. But over here onto the other side, you do have the sign, and it can kind of wobble, but it's not really meant to do that. But on the other side of the A, there isn't anything, so don't think that like you're missing out. But I don't know, maybe they could have included some sort of sticker on the back, but they don't really need to, and it doesn't do anything. It's just more of a display piece. So once you enter in through the building here, you could see that there's like a hallway or an entrance that leads into this little science lab. And the science lab is completely removable, and we'll take a closer look at that in a second. But I like the little pathway there, the hallway, that looks neat. And you've got this prison cell here in the back, which is really interesting because even the size of it can actually fit Thanos, which is really interesting, as well as a picture on the back of the box has you putting the Chitauri included there as well. And I guess this is like a what if scenario of if they decided not to snap Thanos out of existence. But it's pretty interesting, and you could break him out of the cell, I guess, if you want. And this is so cool. There's a couple of different stickers here. All of these have stickers. This one there is, of course, Tony like trying to come up with time travel, which looks so cool. I love that we have like the hologram there of it. You've also got a keyboard there, which is a sticker. But honestly, this is the cooler part, and it is like the nano gauntlet. And these little pieces, these are all book covers, by the way. The book covers here in transparent blue, they all have the exact same sort of thing. It's scanning the nano gauntlet. So you've got a different sticker there than you do have on that sticker. And the nano gauntlet itself can easily pop off, and you'll see that, and I'll put it on Tony afterwards. But that's neat that it can just stand there, and I guess it's meant to be like when they're putting all the Infinity Stones into it. So I guess before their final battle, you gotta stay caffeinated and hydrated there, which is pretty funny. I love that table, by the way, the use of the transparent piece, that's really neat, as well as the dish all the way back from the first Endgame wave of sets. It's cool to see that back here. We've got Planty making his first ever MCU debut there in the corner, and there is actually another seat there in the back, so you can fit 3 Avengers there just chilling and hanging out. I love these hologram calls as well. So we've got Captain Marvel there, and her status is on patrol, and same with Rocket there. So what's neat is at the time when we first saw the pictures for this set, we knew that there was a rumor of a Sanctuary 2, but we hadn't seen it yet, and it's since been revealed, and it's cool to see that that exact same figure here is actually on the sticker. You do have this little rack there for 2 of these goon guns, which I'm assuming belong to Black Widow, and it makes sense that she's not included in the set, I guess, because it is the Endgame final battle. And up here on the roof, you do have a little satellite dish there. I guess that's what's scanning like the Sanctuary 2's arrival, as well as just Captain Marvel's arrival when she is entering the atmosphere. And then you've also got a little BB-8 head there, which is pretty cute. I don't know, just some sort of, I guess, vent on the roof. And then turning it around, you can see that there's like this little speaker, I guess like an alarm system or something like that. But the satellite dish as well, you can kind of angle it up and down. So I think that I can confidently say that this is probably the biggest surprise in any of the Infinity Saga sets. I would have never thought that we would have gotten Scott's van here. Like, I never would have thought that I needed it in Lego form either. Like, it is just so iconic with the like, it's been a part of all of those 2 movies. And then for it to, you know, pop back up in Endgame as well, it was so cool. And I love that we get the ex-con logo there on the side, like that we are actually getting that. That is insane to me. And then here on the back, you do have a sticker for the back windows there with a little Ant-Man logo. I'm not too sure what that really is, but then there's also 2 little ants scurrying across. So I don't know. It's weird. Like, why is it just a helmet? Why isn't it like a whole figure? Of course, Ant-Man is included in the set, but really, really cool. What's neat about this, and you do have the logo on the other side if you didn't just see that, but when you lift this up here, you actually get access to the quantum tunnel, which that is just so neat. And oh my goodness, like, it just, like, I look at that and I see the box art for the Ant-Man and the Wasp set. Like, I don't know, just, it's crazy to me how much and how important these Infinity Saga sets really are. But you've got like mirrors and different things, and it drives really smoothly. It does use some of the new wheels, but you could pop off the roof here really easily. I think you're only really meant to pop off the front there, but you do have a spot to actually have a figure driving this, even though Ant-Man isn't included. And then you've got, like, I don't know, the radio dials. You've also got some wires there, so I guess it's meant to be like when him and Wasp are hot wiring the car. I think that, of course, we need to start with the most important figure in the set, and I know that might surprise you what I'm saying, but it's Iron Man, and this is the Mark 85, and you'll get a closer look at it in a second. I just want to show you everything that he comes with. So he does come with these Power Blast pieces there, and this is a new piece introduced in 2021, and it just gives the effect of him, like, blasting off. And this is what the figure looks like up close, and it's great. We'll do a comparison to the other one in another video, but I love that we have the return here of this helmet. I didn't realize how much I actually missed it until now. It does actually have a little bit of printing there at the top of the visor there. And I will say the only thing that I'm kind of like disappointed about is the fact that this is actually like it's meant to be built out of like the nanotech. I would have loved to get the hologram from Endgame, but it still looks really neat nonetheless. Like, I love getting the Nexo Knight shield there in dark red. That looks really cool. And he does, of course, come with a Power Blast piece here as well. And what's neat with these helmets is that you can actually flip up the visor, and with that you could see that he has the exact same face that he's been using for a while now. And on the back of his head, he actually has his heads up display, and you can see the back torso printing there as well. But that's not all that Tony comes with. He actually comes with the hairpiece there to recreate this scene here. And it's just very powerful that we do get a minifigure scale nano gauntlet here, since we already have the other gauntlet from the Hulk helicopter rescue set, which is a stupid set, but we did get it. And it's just cool that we have a minifigure version. Would I have loved some printing or something on it? Yes, but Like, it's so neat that we get to recreate this. And I figured we'd go through the rest of the Trinity here. So here is Captain America. And this has been a suit that people have been wanting since Endgame, with these scales there on the torso. Looks really great. And of course he does come with Mjolnir and his shield, which like looks great as well. I'm glad that like they've kind of nailed the printing there on it. Like the white isn't transparent anymore. It's not like a pink, which is just great on the dark gray piece there for the shield. But really, really cool. And the helmet there is nothing new. And same with this face. You could see what the face looks like there underneath with like the strap, which is cool. And he's got like this upset or focused expression. And on the back, he does have this smile and some back torso printing there as well, a spot to have his shield. I don't remember him smiling too much in the Endgame final battle, but his hairpiece is included if you wanted to have his regular face shown. And here is Thor in his Endgame outfit, and it looks amazing. I love the Stormbreaker build. I always have. Like, I've just been impressed by what they used for it. And the hair, though, I love the Aquaman and Lobo hair here being used in dark tan for him. I think it works really, really well. And this face that he has there as well with the smirk is just really great. What's interesting about him, and I actually don't mind it because his hair actually has the cape like pushed down against the torso, is it's actually using the 4+ cape. And what's great about that is it doesn't have like the clunkiness there on the neck, which it's only one flap around the neck hole. So that's really cool. But the beard printing there, I like the scruff on the sides. It was a little bit covered up by the hair before. And on the back, he does have like lightning there on his eyes, of course, when he suits up, I guess. And flipping up the cape, you could see the back torso printing there and just what that looks like. And here is Scarlet Witch, or Wanda, and she looks great. Like, I think that the Power Blast pieces are really cool to be getting in pink. Is it accurate? No, but it's a cool new color, so I can't really complain too much there. Like, of course, like, it should be red, and it would have been so much better if it was red, but it is a new color, and I think that it is in line with what LEGO has done for her so far. But here's what she looks like up close, and she does have the rest of the little energy pieces there in pink as well, which you could see her holding here in her hands. And don't worry, she's not covering up any arm printing or anything like that, or leg printing. The torso looks great. Couldn't complain about it at all. And I think that maybe she could have used like the little fabric piece for her skirt or her dress. I think she definitely could have come with some fabric pieces there at her hips like she did in Civil War. But the face, it looks great minus the eyebrows. Like, I think that, and her smiling, but I think that it works. And hair color choice, very odd, but I don't really know what happened here. Like, why she's got dark tan eyebrows, and then why she's got this super happy expression when she's just really angry. So I don't know. And on the back of her torso looks great, and I like the use of like the reddish brown there to kind of highlight on the dark red torso. Again, hair color, eyebrow color off. And here's Black Panther, and I actually really don't like his inclusion in this set, and it's just because he's in another set from the Endgame final battle. So just kind of strange to me why he's here, but the figure is great nonetheless. Like, this new torso and face is really cool. I love that it's like him building up all the energy before he releases it. That looks so cool, and I think that having it here accurately in purple versus the blue that we had before is just really great. I love how it looks there, and the different uses of different shades of purple is incredible. Spinning it around here, you can see that it even carries over onto the back, and you've got some Wakandan writings there on the back of the helmet. Here is the Ant-Man micro figure, and again, I really want to do a comparison to the other Ant-Mans that we've gotten, but it's neat that he was included in some form here besides just the sticker and the van reference. It's great to be getting a little micro figure of him. On the back, no printing or anything like that. Here is the Thanos big figure, and wow. Having this thing in hand is just so much different than seeing all the pictures online. I really am just so happy that we have a big figure that's bald here, and that they have introduced this new body as well that allows you to turn the head like that. So many new functions that this opens up. I cannot wait to talk about them in another video, but I really love this. If you don't know how big figures work, the arms and everything, the hands can turn around. The legs, though, are stationary here, and for the first time, like I just said, the head can actually turn and actually be removed as well. You have a regular minifigure size neck there, so you could take the actual minifigure version of Thanos that we have so far and stick it on there like it's a shrunken head. But spinning it around here, you can see that there's actually a spot for you to take Captain America and actually have him attach and grab onto Thanos from the back, or I guess have Thor jump on there as well. Like, it's so neat that you do have that ability to attach something to the back. And this is just for you to see what the big fig head looks like on a minifigure torso here. Oh my goodness, LEGO, why did you do this for the watcher? And before we move on, also included with Thanos is his giant butter sword. And I think it's a little bit oversized. I can't really picture him, like, you know, putting this into the ground in front of him and then putting his helmet on top. It's just huge. But LEGO actually includes an extra staff piece there for you to actually separate the butter sword into two. And it doesn't look as jarring, I guess, but it's still, I think the blade is a little too big. And included in the set is also one lone Chitauri, which is a brand new torso and mask there and face. It looks really creepy there without the mask on, but I like the eyes. That looks neat. It does actually come with a regular stud shooter there in silver with a purple stud. Not sure why. Like, all the other ones in the other sets have like fancy blasters, so not sure what's going on, but the back, torso, and head printing is really detailed. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is my review of the Avengers Endgame Final Battle set, and I think that this is a lot of people's favorite set out of the wave, and I think that it's definitely mine as well. I'm really happy with the figures, and specifically that Thanos is just amazing. I definitely think that the character choices here were a little weak. Like, it would have been neat to get someone else from the Black Order, or just even instead of like Black Panther, I'm just disappointed that it wasn't someone else to make it exclusive. Like, we don't have Ronin, and it's such a shame. But anyways, everyone, what do you think of this set? I want to hear your thoughts, your comments all down below. And be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss out on other LEGO Marvel superhero news and reviews. And at the end here, you can check out a playlist of all of the other Marvel sets we've already looked at, as well as a playlist of the other Infinity Saga sets that we've looked at on the channel. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.